YouTube, I am back, and today I will be doing another video, but it will be very different. So today my video will be about Let's Heal Together, my top fave books, which are going to be my favorite authors that I read, and which are so very welcoming into your home for healing, nurture, and just give off positive vibes and energy. So I'm going to name some of the best authors, in my opinion, that I have read so far this year and also last year. So let's get started. Okay, so my first book I will be showing you guys is The Alchemist. It's by Paulo Coelho. Cola. I'm sorry, Coelho. Coelho. Hello guys, this is going to be my first book that I will be introducing, which is The Alchemist. It's by Paulo Coelho. Paulo Coelho. And this book is very interesting to me because it talks about this young man going through a journey he's very unaware of, and it talks about the fear, talks about life, it talks about love, and it just really basically saying that you don't know where you're going, but you have to move until you can know your true destiny, your future, and what is your life, what is your purpose here. So, you have to just know, who you are, basically, I'm saying. So I'm going to read some quotes that I really liked when I read this book. I read this book last year during the pandemic. And I want to give a shout out to my friend Natalie. She introduced me to this book. She said, please read it because it really gives you insight and a great outlook on life, and also within yourself if you don't know yourself more. So, yes, so I want to say thank you, Natalie, so much for introducing me to this book. And let's get started. One of my favorite quotes was in the book. It was on page 146. Don't give in your fears. If you do, you won't be able to talk to your heart. So if you give in to your fear, you won't know who you are, basically. So it's like you have this blockage that's covering your true destiny, your true self, if you let fear hold you back. And that was one of the lines that I really like, because I know that I do myself let fear hold me back. And, now I'm just trying to step out of my shadow on what my purpose is in life as well. And I think my purpose here on earth, I'm not going to say I think, I know, is to create and to be creative. So that's who I am. So this book just gave me an outlook on life and outlook on myself. So in the future that I can build myself up more and be confident of who I am and love myself deep down. And it was another quote that I liked from the author. And let me see, right here we are. And the other quote that the author wrote, which was very touching to me, the author quoted, "Love is the force that transforms and improves the soul of the world." Love is the force that transforms and improves the soul of the world. And I said, well, that's very important, because if we don't give love, especially like now the pandemic, we're not really showing love right now. Everybody just going through a crisis still, and I know it's like a lot of inflation and stuff going on too. It's a lot going on, but I would say that if we don't give enough love in the world, it can be no light. No love equals no light. Everything will be dark. And I really like that quote, because during the pandemic, it made me realize that what he's saying, that it is true. How everything is coming together and how things are falling apart. And, it's just ridiculous. in other words. But the author also quote, because when we love, we always strive to become better than we are, which is true, because when we do love, especially when we love ourselves, we try to become better than what we were the day before, and to progress into life and to be a better person. And then the author quoted a quote that I really feel familiar with this one. He said, "You must understand that love never keeps a man from pursuing his personal legend. If he abandons the pursuit, it's because it wasn't true love. That love that speaks the language of the world." So, personal legend will be like, to me, in that quote, personal legend is like your pursuit of happiness. Like, how I can say this, that you're trying to find what you love to do in life, what inspire you. If you don't know, you won't be able to find it because you'll feel stuck, which I have been to in my lifetime. So let's say your personal legend would be to be a doctor, a writer, a graphic designer, a lawyer, anything in the world that you want to be incapable of being who you are, what you like doing in life, and what you like to create in life. So that quote really stand out to me. And I also just, everybody has their own time of who they want to be or what they're going to be able to be in life. I just hate when people try to rush you to do things, but it's not you, because I believe God have a purpose, and he put us here to learn, to grow, and we all move in a different time, space, time zone. So I really like that quote, but keeps a man from pursuing his personal legend, personal ambitions. So I'll say that for the same as a female. You can't keep a woman from not pursuing what she wants to be or do in life as well. So I think this book here is really, I think for really male and females that can get a better understanding of what goes on in, life, and how we try to grasp and trying to understand it. And this was really the best quote out of the book that I really like. It's like really the whole page. So I'm going to just read it through. And I hope you guys would like the quote that I'm going to read, which it kind of identify with a female and a male. So the quote says, "If good things are coming, they will be a pleasant surprise. If bad things are, you know in advance you will suffer greatly before they even occur. Occur. The best quote I really like is, "If good things are coming, they will be pleasant surprise," said the seer. "If bad things are, you know in advance you will be suffering greatly before they even occur. I want to know about the future because I'm a man." The camel driver has said to the seer, "And men always live their lives based on the future." The seer was a specialist in the casting of twigs. He threw them on the ground and made interpretations based on how they fell. That day, he didn't make a cast. He wrapped the twigs in a piece of cloth and put them back in his bag. "I make my living forecasting the future for people," he said. "I know the science of the twigs, and I know how to use them to penetrate to the place where all is written. There I can read the past, discover what has already been forgotten, and understand the omens that are here in the present. When people consult me, it's not that I'm reading the future. I am guessing at the future. The future belongs to God, and it is only He who reveals it. Under extraordinary circumstances, how do I guess at the future? Well, based on the omens of the present, the secret is here in the present. If you pay attention to the present, you can improve upon it. And if you improve on the present, what comes later will be better. Forget about the future and live each day according to the teachings. Confident that God loves his children, each day in itself brings with it eternity. I really liked that quote because especially me and maybe, others as well, we always try to predict our future, how we try to set it as stone, how we want it to be. But in reality, we can't control everything. God does put everything in our path, but we control some things in life. But basically saying that God put things in our path, whether we miss or we don't. There's always going to be something else for us in the long run. So to improve ourselves, to become better in our lifetime, if it can be personal growth or professional growth. But it's just saying, just enjoy yourself, be yourself, and, just keep in mind that you do have, a responsibility. It just look into your personal pursuits, the personal legend of what you want to do and what you want to become. It might not come right away, but just keep, staying positive and look up that things will change for you, and eventually it will. And so that's what I liked about that quote by that author a lot. And this one really does hit the market here. Because I don't live in either my past or my future. I'm interested only in the present. If you can concentrate always on the present, you will be a happy man. You will see that there's a life in the desert, that there are stars in the heavens, and the tribesmen fight because they are part of the human race. Life will be a party for you, a grand festival, because life is the moment we're living right now. That quote there, it talks about don't live in the past. Sometimes the past can hold you back from living in your present and your future, which is definitely a very true statement, which it does. So, I really like this quote, and I think the author really put out a lot of good quotes from this book, and I really enjoyed this book myself. And The Alchemist, it basically just briefly sums up that just live your life and to embrace the uncertainties of life that you're not unknown to, and you're able to meet your own unique abilities that you didn't know that you have in life. And it is possible that you can meet your personal legend, your personal beliefs. So basically, it just gives you an opportunity to just live your dream. And don't give up. Be determined. Don't let no one tell you or try to fear you out of doing what you know that you love to do. So that really did hit home for me, this book. And that's why I really enjoyed this reading by Paulo Coelo. He was a really good author for this book. And I just really enjoyed it. So this one is a must read if you don't have it. This is the number one, I would say, that you must buy, and you really will get in tune with yourself. The next book I will be introducing to you guys is going to be The Nectar of Pain by Nawja Zebian. I really love this author. She seems like she's just like me. Like, we think just alike. It's, we don't try to confuse with our writing or our thinking, but we just come out how we feel. So it's just like she reads my mind. The Nectar of Pain is just a book of poetry, but this book of poetry is like a journal for me, that I really love this author so much. One of the quotes that she wrote in her poetry was the tragedy. The tragedy of someone leaving has been the definition of my life, which really has occurred for me because in my personal life, people have abandoned me, and we all go through that. But in reality, God just showing us that there's going to be another door that's going to open to you. Yes, you're going to be sad, you're going to be hurt or disappointed, but life goes on. you know and it was another quote that the author wrote. It's so many, because this book is really good. They know that they don't deserve you. If they know that you deserve better, they will pretend not to want you. They know that you will figure that out one day. They reject you to avoid the pain of you leaving them. You try to keep people in your life and trying to be a good friend, but in life you can't hold on to people. If people want to go, let them go. That just save you, your energy and your time. If you want to be in your life for the good, then so. If not, well, be it. Let me see. I'm gonna read another quote for you. You are bigger than their pain. Maybe you will live with the regret of allowing yourself to allow someone to put you down and use you. But they will one day live with the regret of putting someone down and using them. Maybe you will live with the pain of their words. And maybe you will live with the pain of seeing them move on and go places. But they will one day will live with the regret of using the wrong words with you. And they will move on to hurt, to the next person. The places they will go are nothing because they are empty of emotion. Their places may be grain, but their lives are small. So small you are bigger than their pain. You are bigger than their words. You are bigger than their worrying about where they are. Look at your own path. Forgive me for writing so negative about you. You have love within you. You just haven't chosen to awaken it yet. This quote here, wow. I have to say, this was me last week and last year. Because, people are emotional unavailable because they fear. They fear that they can't love you, or they fear that, they'll mess up, and they fear of communication. Which, they'll be traumatized. I know I'm not a doctor, but I just see what how people respond to certain things in life. But right now, especially people, they are emotionally unavailable. So you just have to leave people alone and move forward, and wish them the best of luck. That's all I can say. Because if you're still trying to give that person all your time and energy, it's not going to do no good, because it's not going to benefit you nor the person, because it's going to really make you feel sick and drained. And that's not what you want to be or do. And I have one more quote from this author. If you are disrespectful with me, I will move out of your way, but I will not disrespect you. I will not be unkind to you. I will not mirror your actions. Who are you to make me step down to a level where I don't belong? Which is so true. This is a good quote in everyday life. This can really go to in a job, relationships, with the family, friends, dating. Never let anyone cross over you, but also step up to the plate and stand up for yourself. If that person disrespecting you, just say, hey, I don't know what you have against me, but, I don't have nothing against you. I'm not going to mirror your actions, because what you have hate for me or, you know, people just feel insecure, or people just don't know how to approach you, in other words. But that was a good quote. I always try to keep that in mind, especially at at my workplace, or relationships. I'm not going to lower myself down because of how you treat me, because in the end of the day, that's not who I am. I'm just love and light. That's all I can say. And that will be some of the quotes that I really like from this author, Nawja, Zebian. So if you don't have this one, please order this book. It's a really great read. And yes, so she's an excellent writer. And I have, I think, 2 more books I'm going to do a review. So don't forget to order this book. Okay, so the author wrote, Sylvester McNutt, he said, "Overthinking is the biggest waste of human energy. Trust yourself, make a decision, and gain more experience. There is no such thing as perfect. You cannot think your way into a perfection, just take action." I like this quote because it reminds me of myself. I started this YouTube channel because I just wanted to talk and be creative. And I just wanted everyone to see who I really am. I'm not perfect. I try to be, but I'm not. We all have flaws. But with me, it's just that I know who I am. I'm not going to do something that don't feel uncomfortable for me. And that's what people get mixed up. They try to say that or assume that I'm better than them. Nobody's not better, but I just know better, if that makes sense, That's all I can say. I'm not going to overthink about something. I know I do overthink about things, but that quote right there just said everything alone. And the other quote that I like as well is by the author. "A lot of us are afraid to face ourselves, and that is why we run from growth, love, or opportunity. Instead, we run into anxiety." That's like relationships. You're trying to have a friend, or, try to get to know a person, but the person is afraid. And, at the same time, I'm not going to chase someone that I have tried to really build up, positive healing. That's all I can say. But basically, we can't be afraid of ourselves, to love, to grow, an opportunity, and that includes myself with the opportunity part, because I know at the same time I'm not going to be perfect, and I put a lot of frustration on myself because I'm not perfect, or I pronounce something, or I say something that kind of confuse a person that didn't make sense, and I get very hard on myself. And at the same time, I had to say, stop being so hard on yourself. And I'm learning as I go. I'm growing into that. So this author really just helped me just have a deep healing of trying to have this growth and this opportunity and this outlook in life. Just basically just be yourself, and that will really just bring things to you. This part here, the next quote, is a really good one. "Don't spend any more time on unrequited love. Pouring energy into someone who doesn't pour it into you only drains you. There's a person who will appreciate your love, one who doesn't want to drain you, one who wants to give back and find that soul." That's like, this really hit home for me, because when you meet people or you trying to reconnect with people, you can't pour your soul into people, because Some people just like, okay, whatever. Or they just give you, this look like, why are you talking to me? Or why you feel like the need? Or they just be looking straight, or they look straight at you like, okay, smile on your face and then nothing. So, I just learned that during the pandemic, especially this year, you can't please everybody in life. You know, we all have our own destinies, and we do try to support one another. But at the same time, everybody's not meant to be in your energy field. And yes, we all grow apart, and life moves forward, and we all on a different journey. And it's always good to protect your energy, because when you give love to someone and they don't give it back, then that means that that person is not seeing what you're seeing. Like, once again, emotionally unavailable, or they just don't see eye to eye where you on. So it's okay, it hurts, but you have to move forward. And I'm read one more quote that I love from this author. I just have so many pages from this author. He talks about the spiritual awakening. It feels like you're outgrowing situations, friends, and behaviors that were once normal because now they seem toxic to you. What society has accepted as normal is actually strange to you. You stop caring about fitting in, and you accept that you were born to stand out, to build your own path. That really is the truth behind me, which also include family. Everyone is different. So everyone is different in their own way. So everyone want to be, let's say they want to be this way. Like, everybody want to drink, and you're not a drinker. And, people feel a certain type of way, which is not a big deal, especially to me. I drink a little, but I'm not a heavy drinker. But at the same time, you can't try to fit someone else's expertise, which is not for you. Everybody have their own lanes. It's not for everybody. Everybody have to be different. Everybody can't be the same. Everybody have their own uniqueness, which I had to learn that some things that's not for me, that doesn't fit me. And you have to just build your own path in life, and people won't like it or say things about you. You have to let things go like that. It is what it is. It's whatever. I know I said that was going to be the last quote, but I have one more quote, and then this is going to be it for this book. Empaths who give too much. I am an empath. So, McNutt wrote, "You have such a big heart that it causes you to get in your own way sometimes. You lend a helping hand before people ask you for it. You feel guilty and discomfort when you're unable to help. You go out your way all the time when others don't go out of their way for you or even themselves. You give like it's your job. You support friends. You are a good person. But if you're feeling guilty because you can be there, it's okay. You have spent your entire life being in everyone's corner. In everyone's corner. And you have reached that point in your life where you need to be there for yourself and save yourself this time." Which is actually right. I'm sorry. I can't talk today. I'm sorry. It's right, because you keep doing for others, it's going to drain you. You can't please everybody, in other words. The only thing you need to worry about is yourself. Take care of yourself. Do things for yourself. Because if not, no one else would not do that for you. So it's always to do things for yourself, if that makes sense. And that really have touched me because I always try to help others, do things for others. I was like that in school, and I didn't reciprocate that back to me because, it's like they said, whatever, like they look at you like you nothing, you know. So you have to stand on your own 2 feet and do things on your own and walk your own path and just do you. So I would highly recommend this book as well for great deep healing. I have so many folded pages, as you can see, but it is a guide. If you're going through relationships, friendships, family, it's all in here. It just make you think and realize, I was doing this and I am going through this emotional boundary. So if you like the quotes that I have read so far from this book, please order this book. From Sylvester McNutt. He's a great author. He's one of my favorite authors as well. And so, yes. So please order this book, okay? And it's a great read. The next book is by the same author, Nawja Zebian, which is the Mind Platter, this is her second book. And I know she also have the Sparks of Phoenix. I also have that one. But I really like the Nectar of Pain and the Mind Platter. And she also have another book that recently came out a couple of months ago over the summer, Welcome Home. And I will be doing a review on that one. And the Mind Platter. So I'm going to just read some quotes. I'm coming read about 2. And we can go on to the next books that are, good to read. So, one of the quotes that I really like from the author, she said, "Don't lose track. I don't live in your heart or in your mind, so I cannot judge your intentions or your beliefs. Although your actions may give me a good impression of who you really are as a person, and although I may learn some lessons from your mistakes, I have no right to openly judge you because my purpose in life is not to criticize others. But to be respectful and considerate of them along my own path, to reach my end vision in life. My path may cross with yours, and I may believe that you are on the wrong track. But if I lose track of my path because I'm too busy judging yours, I will waste my time and yours. Who I am and what I believe in are mine to keep, and who you are and what you believe in are yours to keep. They are yours to straighten, change, or even keep the same. As long as we can be true to ourselves, stay away from hypocrites, and be respectful towards one another, we will be happy along our paths to reach our dreams. One day you will realize that there is no one more worthy of our attention or your criticism than yourself. Imagine putting all of that effort and energy you spend criticizing others, exposing their mistakes towards bettering yourself. Wouldn't you be much more content and happy? I love that quote because at the end of the day, you can't criticize someone or judge anyone. So, just live your life, be happy, and don't think about what others say about you or think. Let's see. Another quote. Trying to find a short one for you guys. Okay. Rest your heart. Your heart is precious, so take care of it. It may be able to forgive unconditionally, but don't exhaust it by surrounding yourself with those who constantly do you wrong. It may have an infinity capacity for patience, but don't exhaust yourself. Don't exhaust it, but don't surround yourself with those who don't value your time. That was very emotional quote for me because you can't surround yourself with people who say they care for you, but at the same time, you have to just move on or find a group of people that does care about you, which I do. My family do care about me. I love my cousins and my aunts, my uncles, and I love my grandmothers and my mother. And also, I love my father and my sister, even though, we all go through a different path in life. And it says, be at ease with yourself and love, So that was a great quote that I had learned. And then this is going to be the last quote from the book I will read. It says, take the lead. You choose how life is going to be. Don't let anyone make decisions for you unless they have got your head on their neck and your heart in their chest. Be a leader of your own life, and don't get yourself to a point where you realize that you are on a road that is not your own. And no, leadership does not mean that you have to be popular or have people following you. And being a leader is about leading your own mind's logic, leading your heart's reasons, and also have decisions of your mind and heart, and make your life will be much more meaningful and rewarding. Meaning that don't let someone else come into your life and trying to control what your life should be or to do. Do what makes you happy, and that does go around a lot. And yes, so take the lead of being your own leader, your own captain, So don't listen to what others have to say. You just have to overlook it and just go on about your life and just do the best you can. So, is many other quotes. I'm gonna say the quote that the author wrote. She says, "At the end of the day, no one will walk your journey for you, so you have to do that. At the end of the day, no one will dream for you. You have to do that." So basically, don't let others control who you want to be in life. So it's the Mind Platter. So what do you want to do? What is your aspects of life? So me, I am on the line of doing that. I decided that a month ago. So my Mind Platter is to create and share light and love. So guys, I would highly recommend to read this book, and it really builds a lot of confidence and give you an access to life, not to just not to limit yourself. So I would say this is a must read, and so please, this is the author Nawja, Zebian, Mind Platter. So please, guys, please go order this book, and it's a great read. Okay. Okay, so this is my 5th book, okay? So this one is For Your Energy by Sylvester, McNutt. Now, this book I had read over last summer, which we was all going through the horrific pandemic. We all just needed to free our energies, And this book gave me a good insight about energies, vibes, just my mental and emotional self. So I'm going to read some quotes from this book from the author. The quote is, said, "You're ready. Give yourself compassion when you are afraid of the next phase. It could be that you are not ready, but here's the thing. Sometimes you cannot get ready for the next phase. The phase makes you ready as you go through it. Allow the fear you have for the next phase to fade away and allow your life to harmonize flow." That was the same, like you can't be afraid of doing something. Like for me, example, I was afraid to do this YouTube channel because I felt like I was not confident enough to do it. But I worked through my fear. Like now, going through these quotes, but I know that I can do it because I feel like that's my ability, is to share and create. And it's another quote that I really liked from the author. He says, give yourself freedom and happiness when you start examining everything you believe in. You will see that a lot of those things don't believe in you. That is when you start letting go of what no longer serves you. This gives you freedom and happiness. So it says just go out and believe what you feel that you like to do. What are you passionate about in life? So never give up on what you think is right for you. So don't let no one try to say, no, this is not for you. You don't know, like, until you try. So, like, I'm trying YouTube now, so I really like it. So it's very comforting, I would say. Let's see. I'm gonna read one more quote for this book, so we can go on to the next one. Let's see. Hold on, guys. Sorry, I'm flipping through. This is one of the quotes that I like. If you keep negativity, hate, and permission in your pocket, life will weigh you down. Take those pants off and let it go. If you let hate and negativity kind of destroy you, you're gonna just feel like defeated, because it's gonna eat you alive. And just let things go. If things don't work out, then it's okay, because I know for me, I used to dwell on things. I'm like, you have to let things go. Small things, big things, just let it go, because it don't no longer serve you. Yes, it happened, but it teaches us a lesson, about life. So, I don't have no hate in my heart. I don't even have time for hate, so, or negativity. I know we think negative, but at the same time, you have to let that negativity go. Vibes, negative vibes and energy, let it go. I'm all about positive vibes, positive love. So, and I'm going to read one more quote. This one here: one of the hardest things to do in life is to admit you were wrong. A person who vibrates higher will apologize and listen to others if they hurt them or made a mistake. Now, I know a lot of us have an issue of saying that we were wrong, or I'm sorry for what I said or I did, because I handled that in the wrong way, and I want to apologize for what I did, because that's not who I am. So, we all make mistakes. We all being wrong, and no one's not perfect. So, even me, I can be in the wrong. I know sometimes I feel like I'll be right, but at the end of the day, I'm not. And sometimes I'm not right. So, I am human too. So, I would say this book here, Freeing Your Energy. This author gave me, it helps with mental and emotional freedom. Get away from that negativity that's being built up inside of you and going through mentally and emotionally. So if you don't have this book already, I really do suggest you heal. I'm sorry, not heal, but yeah, you do. It's good healing. But that you do order this book from Sylvester McNutt. Sylvester McNutt. And he's a great author. I'm a big fan of his books. And so yes, so please order this book. And it's a great read. Great for mental and emotional health. If you're going through a lot, this is the book. You'll just take your mind elsewhere. So I know I said this was the last book. I have one more book, which I call the bonus. So the bonus would be, here she go again, my favorite author, Nawja, Zebian, Welcome Home. This book recently just came out over the summer. I think June or July. I had to get it. I love this author. I'm so sorry. I love this author for emotional and healing. She just gives me a great aspect of life. And I love her. I tell her so much that I love her books. I even say quotes to her that really hit me very hard when I'm going through emotional stage. And yes, if you don't have this one, this is really a good read. Seriously. So, I'm going to read some quotes from this book, and then that's going to be it. This book here, Answer Your Own Call. Why is this person not valuing me? Why am I betraying myself, my home, by giving someone else so much power over my own worth, over my own feelings of home? What do I need to give myself right now and give to yourself? I'm begging you to love me. This quote, you can't beg for someone love. You have to have your own self-love for someone else to come into your life to love you. And I think that's what in life we lose track of not valuing ourselves. Like we need to do things for ourselves, basically, as women, and we just have to just do things for ourselves, and not beg for someone to see the value in us, because someone will see the value in, the person that we think that is supposed to be in our lives, which are not. I mean, yes, they'll be here, but are they valuing you? Or because sometimes people can make you feel unvalued, and which is not good, because they feel like you have to constantly remind them or beg them who you are and what you're willing to be, which no. I had to learn that a long time ago. And I'm still learning. So we all in life, we grow and we learn. Okay. Let's see, what's another one that money doesn't buy happiness. A home does. Money. Everybody loves money. I do too. But yes, money really don't buy happiness. It just buys materialistic things in life that we want, that we work hard for. But the most important thing, the priority we must have, is building our home. Our home is our comfort, our love, and our head space with positivity. If you don't have that, how would you be happy with something else like money? Home is our happiness. Home is where we go to be ourselves, to share our love, our light. Basically, that's what the author was amplifying in the book, that you had to start building your own home for happiness and comfort and peace. And this quote, this is the last quote. Why can't I have that? Story 2, why I don't have that. Which is a mindset shift. We don't believe that we can have something because we don't feel like we are achievable to getting it. And this is the quote too. I didn't believe I was worthy of having a home for myself, within myself, because I was still waiting for someone to give me love, someone to give me worth, someone to give me value. I was giving more power to my past life experience, and what I thought is proof that I was giving to my current living experience, and what I knew about myself is in the present. That which includes self-love. You can't give something away. Meaning, like, you can't give yourself away to a person to wait for them to give you something that you can just do on your own. It was just self-love, and also building something that you love from the ground and all the way up. So, like, I thought I couldn't have certain things in my life as well. But I worked hard for it. That's what the author is like saying, you know, don't limit yourself of saying I can't have that or I can't do this. And I'm still in the middle of that too, myself. But I have came a long way. Probably 6 years ago, I have came a very long way. I have built myself up. I built myself up every aspect of my life during the 6 years. I have ups and downs, but I kept building myself up so I can be more, so I can have whatever I want in life and not limit myself and saying that I can't. And I know we let fear subject us to not to fall into our opportunities of life, if that makes sense. So I'm not trying to let fear to hold me back, but I also making sure if this is what I really want. It's like the unknown. So road to home, welcome home, a guide of building a home for your soul is a must. Very inspiring. It just makes you think about you starting from the beginning of growth, and you want to accomplish and you want to excel in life. So Welcome Home is the book that you should read, which is it gives healing of building your self-love, because no one can break that. No one would never ever break that from you. It's your love and your dignity in life. And yes. And this author, Nawja. Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry, y'all. Nawja Zebian. She's gonna have a new book. It's already out. I think it came out last week. It's called The Healing, and I will also be reading that. I'll probably give a review on that too. And you know, if you guys like my session of my fave 5 books / bonus book, I will do another review of these books and read like little quotes from the author. So yes, this is my book collage. So yes, guys, so these are the books that I have showed you in the video that I did read. And I want to say thank you guys for taking up time with me today, expressing my books of, well, the books I love to read, for healing and, you know, relationships, love, whatever, you know. But I want to say thank you guys so much for watching my video today, and I hope you guys will like and love this love this video. If you guys want to see more of me doing this content again, just let me know. And just like, share, and please subscribe to my channel. And I hope you guys have a wonderful Sunday. And yes, I will see you guys later. And I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your week. Bye.